We have a fun Healthy Highways win for you today. I wanted to put together some ideas and recipes for whole food, fresh treat ideas that don't have a ton of sugar or artificial flavoring or chemicals. Another characteristic of these refreshing summer dessert ideas is that they are easy and have limited ingredients. These recipes can be used as a treat you have for yourself, or that you use for parties or gatherings, or use to have as an activity for kids. What's nice about that is that it can help to encourage kids to eat more fruits and veggies because they're involved in the preparation and cooking process. First up, we have banana split breakfast bar. This is a fun recipe. It can be a dessert, breakfast, brunch, or snack. It allows the individual to pick from a series of ingredients to put their banana split together. Instead of ice cream, this recipe calls for yogurt. You can even freeze the yogurt or add frozen fruit to it for sweetening. It is very versatile and it's fun to do. This is done for, if it's done for a brunch gathering per se, people can mix and match and put it together according to their preferences. This is especially important for children because they tend to be more particular about their food. With this, it encourages them to eat fresh fruit and they can pick and choose how they put it together. Next is the fruit kebabs. These are really fun for adults and kids. Perfect for gatherings because the fruit kebabs can be a more sanitary way to get the fruit from the table. The guests can pick up a kebab stick rather than hovering over the food and using a utensil or even their hands to pick up the fruit. You're limiting contamination by having them on the kebab rather than in the bowl. Also, this is a fun activity for kids to do. They can pick the fruit they prefer to put on the kebab, and it's fun for them to eat the fruit off of it. You can even drizzle semi-sweet or dark chocolate on top of it to make it pretty and sweeter. Keep in mind that milk chocolate has more sugar in it than the other two that I mentioned. Yogurt desserts. You can do a lot with plain yogurt and make it a dessert or a treat. You can freeze it, make it into a parfait, add fruit or honey to it to make it sweet. This one in particular is a unique recipe, which is why I chose it for this presentation. The recipe calls for mashing ripe bananas and mixing them in with yogurt, vanilla, and lemon juice for your base. Then you can add any chopped fresh fruit you like and whipped cream on top to make it more of a dessert. This makes it different than your typical yogurt parfait or dessert. I really like this idea of a sorbet. It calls for only berries and honey. This recipe, I found it for strawberries, but you can easily do it with a mixture of berries or raspberries by themselves. You simply blend them up really well in a blender or a Ninja, and you add a little bit of honey to balance out the tartness of the berry. You then pour it, level it out into the container, and freeze it. Once completely frozen, you can scoop it out with an ice cream scoop. This is refreshing, sweet, and made with whole foods, with the main ingredient being fruit. Next, we have chocolate dipped fruit. This makes for a pretty presentation while also sweetening up the fruit to make it more of a dessert. This can be a great dessert for gatherings, a fun activity for kids, or a fun treat to have every now and then for yourself. I chose this popsicle recipe to share because the picture was so colorful and pretty. Basically, you choose any flavored water you want and fruit diced into small pieces. You put them in the popsicle mold and add the flavored water and you freeze it. Easy enough, right? Simple but tasty and a good way to get more fruit in your diet. If you don't care for the whole pieces of fruit in the popsicle, you can easily mix the flavored water and fruit together and blend them. You can then add that blended mixture to the popsicles and enjoy it that way as well. We covered 6 different types of refreshing summer treats. I chose desserts that consisted of whole food ingredients that are easy and fun to put together. I wanted to show you that you can have delicious desserts that are minimally processed, nutritious, and delicious at the same time. Enjoy.